We are back with a closer look at the planning for the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II 1 week from today.
The plans were in place long before she died. KPRC 2's Andy Sirota spoke with a man who has insight on what a service of this magnitude entails. Andy.
Keith, Daniela, the ceremony, the pageantry, all years in the making. The Queen's state funeral in London expected to be quite a spectacle, the culmination of more than a week of unending details and decisions that have to be made to honor the life and legacy of Britain's longest-serving monarch.
Queen Elizabeth II will get her official send-off at Westminster Abbey on September 19th, 10 days after her death, with members of her family, British establishment figures, and heads of state from around the world in attendance. Planning a state funeral is like planning a massive made-for-international TV live event.
Well, it's a cast of thousands.
If there's anyone who knows what goes into it, it's Jim McGrath. A former aide for Bush 41 post-White House, he played a critical role in the planning of the former president's state funeral 4 years ago, back in 2018.
From our experience, I know what happens with an American president. There are certain things that have to happen. There might be people pulling their hair out right now. We had a few of those moments a few years ago ourselves, but somehow it all comes together.
He says few people can do it better than the Brits. The monarchy goes back over a millennia, so there's already a well-set outline to follow.
Part of it is already baked into the cake, but there'll be part of it that I'm sure will reflect, Her Majesty and her preferences, her style.
McGrath says Queen Elizabeth will no doubt have her fingerprint in it, making it unique while adhering to the British customs and traditions.
Queen Elizabeth II will get her official send-off at Westminster Abbey. Her final resting place will be at Windsor. The day of her funeral has been declared a public holiday in the UK, with schools and businesses mostly closed. Live in the newsroom tonight, Andy Sirota, KPRC 2 News.